Hi everybody, I'm Jones.
And I'm Man. And we're Jones and Mann. And tonight we are jonesing on Belvedere's Forest. Alright, Jones. This is part of that series, that weird series that Belvedere's doing. I know that there is forest and there is lake.
Yes.
But both of these are rye.
Yes, they
vodkas.
are. Yes.
Do you remember how much the bottle was?
It was, it's horrible when you don't look at the price.
Yeah.
I think it was, here in North Carolina, it was $35 after taxes, so 32 before.
Okay. And see, now y'all know Jones gets to feel how it feels because he just picked this up today and he's already forgot. So, understandable.
Yeah,
now you
understandable.
You understand where I'm coming from.
You know, when you're on a search, you don't always think about how much you're paying because you see, oh, okay, this is something I haven't seen before.
Right.
Something that is seemingly hard to find. So
yeah. So, a while back, when we were in school, Belvedere was it.
Oh, yeah.
And then people kind of went to Goose and kind of all these other different vodkas. And I saw, maybe 2 years ago that Belvedere had Forest and Lake. And I was never able to get my hands on an actual bottle. And I've been seeing it in the stores lately. But I put myself on this, not buying things. So I'm glad you picked it up because that means that we get to try it.
Because, we actually went in the store for me just to fill my home bar.
Yeah. Of course. So, what else can you tell us about Belvedere?
So
Forest, I guess.
The whole idea behind this Belvedere Lake and Forest is to kind of help connoisseurs understand how a region plays a part or the characteristics and how a wheat or a rye or any grain used plays into what your spirit will taste like. So this Forest is from, I think it is Western Poland.
Yeah. It says it's a single estate from N. Smogory. Smoggery? But I'm probably saying that totally wrong. But it's Smogory. So that's the estate that it comes from.
That's right. And then I think the lake is from, it's either southern Poland. I'll have to look it up again.
Yeah.
But it is definitely near the water in Poland. And the whole gist of it is, like I said, to get people to understand how the region where the grain is grown affects how your spirit tastes.
And I guess to add to that point, that how this tastes will impact whether or not we buy Lake.
Very true.
Yeah, for sure. Well, this is our first real episode with the new sign.
Yeah.
And we got both of our, decanters out here.
Make sure you check out, what was it, Prestige Decanters?
Prestige Decanter, promo code JNM. But I think it's time for us to do what we do.
Yeah, let's
pour us house rules, 2 neat pours. It's just got a little foil across it.
Yeah.
I wanted to pull it off, but I think it's a twist top. Yeah. And I'm gonna pour us just a little taste.
A little heavier. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, a little small taste. One other cool thing about this bottle, it's like a gray or dark colored glass. It is square on the bottom.
Yeah.
But it is rounded at the top.
Yeah.
And I thought that was a unique bottle design. So I think it's just, the bottle itself will look good on the shelf. It's got a frosted, Belvedere tree on the outside.
What was the APV on this?
This is 40, I thought. But, it's a good question because it's not on the bottle.
I didn't see it either. So.
Oh, yeah, 40. I thought it was 40, but.
Clean smell.
It was a little fruit sort of when I first went in, but now all I smell is just alcohol vapor. But you got to get deep down in there to get that alcohol vapor. But now that's it. alcohol vapor and nothing else. It's
Yeah, I was
clean.
expecting, with it being a rye, I was expecting it to smell a little bit
A
sweeter.
little sweeter. And maybe at first, like when I first ran it by my nose, I was like, this smells kind of sweet. But then when I went back,
Yeah, this
all-
is
it's all
also
vapor.
my first clear rye or vodka rye.
okay.
So
Well, let's do what we do.
Clink them and drink 'em.
Clink them and drink them.
Let's put it on the rocks.
Yeah. Pouring a little bit more, but I felt a little water in the glass, so don't feel obligated.
Oh no.
We're gonna sip a couple times. We didn't put my new grill together today, so we're gonna
spark
burn
it up,
some tonight.
It'll
And
be a-
just like any vodka, it's
it
nothing.
completely
Dissipates.
disappeared.
Yeah. Oh, clink them and drink them.
I don't know how to pour more.
Pour a little bit more.
Either I'm pouring more because either my ice had melted fairly well, or it's just that clean. So I wanted to give it a fair shake, so I did pour a little more.
Yeah.
I didn't think the guy was just thinking, he.
Loved it that much.
Yeah.
While you were still sipping, it is a little different in the fact that it kind of has I'm not gonna say a funky kind of taste to it. I can't really place it, but there is a certain taste that lingers to it. It's not. I don't know. I don't know how to describe it. It is for the most part pretty clean, pretty easy. The neat shot had you could drink it, and it went down smooth. And then at the end, you get like a little warming that kind of would spread, which made you feel like it might have been a higher proof. How the way it spread, but then that was gone, and it was good to go. On the rocks, there's some little standout kind of flavor that I can't really. It's almost like a bitter, but it's not really a bitter. I can't explain.
I'll hold it until I get to my review.
Okay.
So what would you rate?
What I would rate it. On the backs of Wheatley's, Effin, a couple of other things that we've had that were in this price range or less, I'm gonna probably give it a 2.
A 2.
Give it a 2.
Surprising.
Yeah, it is clean. Maybe a 2.5 because it's clean. It is it's pleasant. Other than on the rocks, it has that little. I can't place whatever that is.
Okay.
But when I taste that and I'm like, okay, I paid $35 for that, and I say Wheatley's is 18, and I don't get that at all, I would go Wheatley's over this.
Okay.
So.
All right. So before I even go into it, I'm going to explain to you why on your Wheatley's you don't get this taste. You got to remember this is a rye, not wheat.
Okay.
So that taste that you're getting at the end,
It's from the rye.
It's from the rye.
Okay.
It's from the rye. And that's also why I had to pour a little more, because I was like, did it water it down? And so from the rye, on the neat, I'm just not getting a lot of flavors.
Yeah.
Like it smells kind of sweet like a rye, but then you're like, maybe it's not. And as you sip on it neat, it's like, okay, it's kind of chill, but you get, like you said, in the back of your throat as it simmers down, you do get that, a little bit of burn, but it's not a lot of heat.
Yeah, no.
And then when I put it on the rocks, it brought out the rye. And it makes it, and I think we had this conversation earlier about, I've never had a vodka that I'm not going to mix.
Okay.
Simply because, to me, that's what vodkas are for, are mixers. This one is a little surprising because I keep going back to it because I have had several ryes, but I haven't had a vodka rye.
Right.
Everything else has the barrel aging that helps the rye kind of...
A little more character.
Yeah, give it more character. But in this, you get the distinct taste of what rye will taste like. So it's like, I don't think I like rye.
Yeah.
What is the big craze about rye?
It lingers. It's
a lingering taste.
I'm trying to... I guess it kind of feels like, which I haven't had it in a while, but in my mind, I was thinking like yeast, like bread, kind of, which you would think more so of wheat, but which made me say maybe rye bread. You know, rye bread has a little...
It's a unique taste.
A little pungency to it, I guess, a way to say it. It's a great spirit.
Yeah.
It's clean, it's fresh, it's easy to drink, but me personally... I would probably drink it on the rocks because that's normally my preference.
Right.
And I don't like that little linger. So that's the reason why I said 2.5. Between that and price.
Okay.
Yeah. So what would you rate it?
All right. So I couldn't get you to change it to 2.5.
Okay.
Wow. Man, I got to try harder. Actually, I would only give it like a 3.5. Well, 3.25.
Okay.
Only because it's not bad. And... You know, you do have, it helps you understand rye better.
Yeah.
And get to understand the differences in why you would like a rye whiskey or bourbon over one of the other.
Yeah.
Because then you get to detect what rye is, what a rye spirit should taste like clean.
Yeah.
And this does a great job of that.
Yeah.
And then
you when the more you say that, it does feel kind of like, which that wasn't a rye, but remember when we tried that bird dog, the white dog, that funny little, you're right.
And that what is it? The white dog is the mash bill one that you get a lot of your great Buffalo Trace from.
Yeah,
like the Blanton's, the Eagle Rare. So
was it 1 or 2?
Mash Bill 1, I think, produces Buffalo Trace.
Okay.
I'll have to... Yeah. Guys, don't quote me on that because I will have to look it up again. It's been a while. But I give it a strong 3.25.
And I'll give it 2.5. But just solely, if I had never tasted another vodka before, I would be like, ooh, this is smooth. This is easier to drink. But in comparison to some of the other stuff I had, and the price, I gotta knock it down.
What about as a rye instead of all the other grains being wheat?
But I can't think of any other rye that I've had to compare it to. And for me, it's about drinkability.
Right.
And would I buy this again? Does this make me want to go out and get the lake? And not really.
Well, you know, I'm not a big fan of rushing out and getting vodka anyway because, unless someone in my family is going to drink it, I can't find ways to cook with it. I don't make a lot of mixed drinks. I do like to sip. So it'll end up sitting in the bar until somebody sips it out.
Hey, at least it's a sexy bottle.
Oh, it's extremely sexy bottle.
Yeah. So there you have it, folks. 2.5, 3.25.
Yeah.
All right. Be sure to click the bell. Mm-hmm. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Subscribe. Jones and Mann. And we'll see you next time.
Jones and Mann.
Click and drink.